do. Thank you. Exactly. That's how it's supposed to be. You don't let anyone step all over you. Making jokes about self-harm isn't funny, so I don't know why you thought that joke would land, but it didn't land, and it's not funny. Oh, thank you, Jose. Because, like, I don't get it. Like, why people make that joke, but okay. I mean, like, especially with me, okay, I'm diagnosed PTSD, major depression. And I was probably undiagnosed for a really, really long time, which is why at one point I did try to take my life. So, yeah, that's not something to be laughing about, because there's people that really do feel like I felt, and they were in that dark place, and that's not anything to joke about, because like I say, people don't care and they're not careful what they say, and someone else might see it and then it affects them. I don't find jokes like that funny. I got diagnosed by a professional. Yeah. I don't know, I heard that Walmart does this, like, you know those heart cakes that everyone gets, but I don't know if Walmart still does that. Well, how was I supposed to know? I was not in the right headspace, so I just said, hey, let me take 7. It was hot today. No, I don't do drugs. I don't have money to get a cake. I want to do one of those heart cakes, but my birthday is literally Saturday. I'm like, I want to do something for my birthday, but I don't know. A doctor doesn't diagnose you. A mental health professional does. Someone that knows about mental health. Doctors do. I mean, maybe they do diagnose you, but I saw an actual mental health professional, and I talk to a therapist every Wednesday. I can't. My Cash App is taken. They took it for they said some investment reasons. I did not have an investment account, but okay. So, yeah. Yeah, but I haven't met with him in like 2 Wednesdays because he didn't show up last Wednesday, and then, or the Wednesday before, he said he forgot, and then last Wednesday, he showed up, or he didn't show up, he said he wasn't. So I'm like, great, because, you know, I have things I have to talk about. Like, I'm really struggling, you know. It's just like when you don't have people that you celebrated with your birthday last year, it's just sad. Like, things change drastically. And I'm trying to deal with that. I do have a job. Mind you, I'm getting paid from Temu, but that's not because, okay, I told them that they need to accept me to get paid on Facebook, and they said, but then I told them I posted it, so the money should be going through, but that has to go to my storage, and then I gotta pay for this month's storage, and then my phone bill, so. No, I don't want to do OnlyFans. Hey. But yeah, I'm trying to get a place, and then I'll start working on my content for, you know, social media. I really want to do gaming. Get a gaming computer and do gaming. So yeah. Well, I did game on live streams. I did like Sims. I played Fortnite, but I really want to play again. Maybe Call of Duty Fortnite or something. My favorite fast food, Wendy's, Burger King. My mother is doing good. What games would I play? Probably like, well, I want to play a lot of games. Like, I like Mario, Mortal Kombat, Fortnite, I'm trying to think. Mario, Mortal Kombat, Fortnite, Call of Duty. Call of Duty Zombies is my favorite. I don't know which one it was where you're like in the 80s and then it's Call of Duty Zombies. But I like the one with, I think it's transit, where you take the bus to the other towns. Yeah. I've heard of Tomodachi Life, but I've never played it. Oh, yeah, Fall Guys and Among Us was fun, too. Infinite Warfare, yes. I liked playing Call of Duty. When I was younger, I used to play a lot with my cousin, because we used to play Call of Duty Zombies. That was not good. But I think I want to get back into gaming. No, why would I give my storage away? That has my most prized possessions. If you didn't know, like, okay, we went to a lot of Comic-Cons, but it has my favorite prized possession because, I don't know, out of all the autographs I got, you know, I do really like my pop figure, which is Mankind, and I think he put have a nice day on it, you know, Mankind saying. He was also, because my favorite wrestler used to be Mankind, but I also liked Cactus Jack when he was Cactus Jack. He was also Dude Love, and then he wrestled as himself, Mick Foley. But one of my favorite autographs that I've ever gotten was Edward James Olmos. So, yeah, because, okay, this guy had an original Selena poster, and it was the only one he had from when the movie came out. And it was the same year the movie came out, and it was like, I guess, a promotional poster or something. But I'm kind of sad because he signed it with our last name to the slight L's because we didn't know what to put. Well, I knew what I wanted to put on it, but my brother's ex was like, put to the slight L's, and I didn't like that. But hey, well, I don't sell autographs. I keep them, but I really don't like things sort of personalized. So, yeah. But yeah, and since I think it's been 30 years since the Selena movie, and so yeah, he was pretty cool. He was really cool. He actually liked my. That was the Comic-Con where everybody just loved my mother. I don't know what it was. They were talking to her like they knew her, and he said you, and he was really excited to meet my mom, and I was like, do you know this guy? Because, you know, my mom, my family, well, they've never really, except my mom, she used to hang out with Johnny Tophia. Her friend used to hang out with someone who, Johnny Tophia would be there all the time. But, you know, my grandpa knew Tex Ritter, which was John Ritter's dad. He's met him or knew him. You know, my family really hasn't, like, known celebrities like that. So I was like, what? Do you know him? He was like, you. And then he's like, he was excited to meet her. And he was acting as if he knew her. And I was like, do you know my mom? Like, what's going on? And it was crazy, too, because I was like, from just one interaction. And then it was sad when he told us that he almost died from cancer. Because we were supposed to see him. We had the Selena #1. It's the purple record. My brother got that. And we were going to have him sign that record. And we took it. And they were like, oh, well, he's not coming. His plane didn't come in. But that was not the case. He was suffering from cancer. and in place was Tom Kenny. And I was like, well, that couldn't have been any better because I love SpongeBob. But instead of getting a SpongeBob autograph, because he's like the Ice King, he's like SpongeBob, we got him to sign Cat Dog, like a cat dog picture. And this guy, it was so crazy. He heard Tom Kenny was going to be there, and he had this big old giant SpongeBob pop figure. Like, giant. And he was in the elevator with it. He drug it by a wagon. And my brother was like, you're going to have him sign it? He's like, yeah. He worked at Comic-Con, and he was like, I brought this just for him to sign. I'm like, that's cool. Because, like, imagine having, like, a giant pop figure, one of a kind, signed by, like, Tom Kenny. Like, that would really be worth something. Even though, for me, everything's sentimental. Like, some people go to these, to, like, sell these autographs. But for me, I go because, you know, it's sentimental. Like, the people that I get autographs from, I really want to. But I was upset and sad because, well, my brother met him actually twice. Because we had, like, this Jackass CD. And my brother went and he got it signed by Bam Margera, but then he said he had to sell it for gas, and I was like, why? So he found this guy at the mall who would buy it, because obviously you have to have those, like, whatever, a certificate of authenticity. Oh, there was one thing I wish he never sold, and they were selling it at the Comic-Con, and I was so upset he got rid of it. And this is like, I don't even know how he came into that. And it was so crazy that he had it in his collection. But anyways, after I tell you the Bam Margera story, so like Bam Margera, right? He ended up selling that. He got a Bam Margera autograph. But anyways, what I was gonna tell you is that now I'm trying to think and I forgot. He ended up he ended up having a wand, a Harry Potter wand, that was signed by Daniel Radcliffe, and he got it graded. At Comic-Con, they have this booth where you can send this stuff in and get it graded, and it was authenticated, and it was proven to be Daniel Radcliffe's signature. He got it authenticated and everything, but he ended up having to sell it, and then when we were at Comic-Con, he's like, that's my wand. He's like, I should buy it back. And I'm like, why did you get rid of it? Because it's like Daniel Radcliffe. And it's literally, it was like literally Daniel Radcliffe signed wand. It was crazy. Like, it was really crazy. I was like, why? That is, like, so cool. Who has a Harry Potter wand signed by Daniel Radcliffe? And it was in like, this neat, like, Harry Potter case. But, yeah. My brother's ex. But yeah, this is a new story. You guys probably didn't hear he had the wand. He has a bunch of signatures in storage. Like, that's why I say that, you know, he has a signature from Howie D. I don't know. He gets this stuff from, like, you know, that Google online has auctions and you could get authenticated signatures. And he has a signature from Howie D from Backstreet Boys. He has a Wonder Girls signed CD. And then there's no way. Get away. Go. It's a flying roach. He just flew in the air. Go. No. Oh my god. Ah. He just flew. Get him. Go. That is so cute. But I saw him. He flew in the air. He literally flew in the air. Anyways, so like, and then he has like, he has a signed plaque by all the members of One Direction. Like, all of them signed it. And I don't know how we got it, because they have this stuff on the Google, like, or not Google, what is it, Goodwill? Goodwill has, like, a site where they auction this stuff off, and it's authenticated. It has some pretty cool signatures. Where'd it go, man? Like, seriously. Is that a... That looks like a giant spider. It's probably a black widow. That's what it looks like. There it goes. Sorry, that's kind of gross. There's all these spiders and all these bugs. Like, if you're in Albuquerque and you're out at night, like, it is gross. Like, you walk down the street and it's nothing but infested with roaches. Like, it's so gross. I'm like, ugh. Like, it's just disgusting. They don't follow me wherever I go. It's just gross. Like, ugh, and that's a flying roach. I saw it fly. And we used to have those by the house where we lived. On the west side. That's so gross. Like, wow. Sick. Yeah, I'm safe. Don't worry. Ew. Anyways. Gross. Like, whoo. What was that? I just heard something like, like fly by my ear. Gross. Ooh, there's flying roaches everywhere. Ew. Ew. They're like all over. They're all over. That's gross. Ugh. They're outside. Anyways, go inside. If I had an inside to go into, ew. Yeah, I'm okay. There's one right there. Gross. Ew. Like, outside at night, like, it's overrun with roaches and it's infested. I'm trying to figure out what to do Saturday, because, you know, there's this person that, well, never mind. I get it. Someone was messaging me because they were worried. They were like, no, don't meet with this person. And the whole thing is that, like, I don't want to meet with someone I don't know. You know, it is really random. But at the same time, it's just like, when I am ready, I'll probably, like, I get it. People are like, this probably a troll. Like, no, we've been talking for years. And, like, for me, I really don't know. You don't care? Well, then don't. I mean, I'm just being friendly. I don't really like the person, even though they like me. What is in... Never mind. a squatter. I don't squat anywhere. Go with them. They can't come down here. My birthday's Saturday. They're working. They can't come. Plus, I don't want to go on a date with them. I don't like them like that. I already told them. I was like, I need a date for Saturday. I need a dress. I gain nothing from going on Instagram. I could, but I don't have it set up because I don't really go live much on here. I just go live here because my TikTok, I just want to play music and, you know, it's on the chair. That's gross. Where I was sitting. I just, you know, right now, yeah, I can't go live there, so I would actually rather wait. I need a dress is what I need so I can look nice and dress nice for my birthday. Hello. There's bugs everywhere. No, I didn't get demonetized on TikTok. I mean, yes, my main page, I can re-sign up again in June, which should be, I think I can already re-sign up, but I'm going to post some videos first because it says quality content. So I'm going to make some videos and post it first before I, you know. No, I do not want to mess with that. Nope. I don't know why people mess with voodoo and all that. That's like, oh, heck no. But yeah, I'm trying to, you know. $0 off items means free by chance. I don't understand. No, it's not free. If you read the terms and services, then it'll tell you. Because they told me to put, like, the terms and services. If you read the terms and services, then it'll tell you. Because, no, it's not free. Like, people have to read the fine print. What's the lowest age I would date? Well, not very low. You're hexing me with voodoo? That's weird. If I were you, I wouldn't mess with something I wouldn't know about. That's why I don't mess with that stuff, because you don't know. Like, and to be honest with you, anybody, and I'm going to say this, anybody trying to use voodoo, trying to use, you know, the people that read the horoscopes, anybody trying to use spiritual things like that for negativity, that's not what it's used for. And they're misusing it. And if you misuse it that way, you are opening up the door to something you do not want. And whatever you invite on someone else, you're inviting on yourself and into your home. So I would be careful with messing with that stuff. People think that it's a good idea. It's not. Especially those that try to mess with it to make someone love them or to make someone attached to them. Because when you find out something about that person, and they become attached to you and they don't want to leave you alone and they become obsessed with you, that's when it becomes weird. Or if you're using it to harm someone else, you are inviting that into your own space. And when you mess with something like that, especially if you have someone else do it or you do it yourself, something bad could happen to you. It could even result in mortality. Like, that stuff is stuff that I don't even mess with. But we do know curanderas that could literally ward off whatever. So, like, if people try to do anything on me, like, I know people that I can ward off. Because, like, yeah. You know. Like, you do not want to mess with that stuff. I'm, like, this isn't, like, jokes or anything. I love, like, well, I'm not going to say I love. I don't love when people are like, I'm going to use voodoo. Like, someone made a voodoo doll of me, and it's just like, yeah, yikes. That's terrifying, because the entity you're inviting into your home, especially dark spirits, yeah, I would stay away from that. Like, some people just be weird. I'm out of breath. I'm just walking around. No, they made an actual voodoo doll. And then they were like, I don't know, they made a voodoo doll. Yes, I know, because I've done research. Yes, I have looked into that. If you are literally using voodoo to harm people, that's not what it's for. And literally people are misusing it. It was not for people to use to hurt or to harm people. You do that, you are asking for mortality. That is not a joke. If you want to pass away messing with that stuff, then pass away. Because whatever you bring onto someone else, you're bringing onto yourself. Like, I'm telling you, listen, okay? If you want some dark spirit, dark energy following you around wherever you go, when you move from one place to another, it's always going to follow you until you get rid of it. Whatever it is, like, that's why I don't mess with that stuff. It's weird to messing with that. Seeing people using it to make people fall in love with them, or whatever the case people use that for, that is weird. When you get stuck, when you make someone attached to you and you do not like who they are as a person and you want to get away from them, then it becomes worse. They could turn on you. Like, it could really backfire. Like, it could even be fatal in some cases, because then they could snap, especially if there's some people that catches on to what you're doing and they go to someone and, hey, like, did this person do this on me? And they find out you did that. Yeah, it's not going to be good. Like, you do not want to mess with that stuff. And I've seen it way too many times. Like, on TikTok, those videos will be popped up, and I saw one person talking about how they were like thinking about this person constantly, and they were on their brain, and then they realized that this person had used that on them. Like, and some people have ended up in relationships that turned abusive because they wanted that person attached to them, and then it became very dangerous. Like, these are things that you do not want to mess with, and if people don't want to talk about it, then you guys could leave. But to be honest, that is scary. Like, you really got to think about things. You really got to think about what you're doing and how you're using that stuff, because it's supposed to be used for good, right? I could understand people using it for prosperity. I could understand people using it to, like, help their finances, not make money or win the lottery, but, to get rid of negativity. I can understand that. Not in a hateful way, you know what I mean? Well, I mean, you can mess with me all you want, but it doesn't matter. You're not messing with me. My grandma and grandpa got me protected. They're dead, so, like, you can mess with me all you want, but it's not even going to affect me. Like, I have spiritual protection. I'm telling you. You mess with me, you're just going to end up with the bad luck. So, I don't know what to tell you. Whatever it is that you're trying to do to me is going to be done unto you. It's already done unto you. That's like, what did Celie say from, like, The Color Purple? What is already done unto me is done unto you. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's not I'm rubber, you're glue, whatever you say sticks or bounces off to me and sticks onto you. Like, no, that's not anymore. Like, like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, okay, you think I'm really afraid? That doesn't scare me. Like, my family is very well protected. Hello. Like, first of all, I'm not even manifesting any of that. Like, to be honest with you, all of this negative stuff is happening because of my negative thinking. And I need to get out of that negative thinking. I'm like going to therapy. I'm working on myself. But when I'm in that negative space, I'm not going to get anywhere with the negative thinking. And sometimes I go back to that. And with recent situations that happen, that hasn't helped me either. You have to understand something. Nobody can beat death. That is the dumbest thing to ever say, that you're so protected, but your brother passed away. He was murdered, and death, like, you know, the Grim Reaper, death literally does not, like, the Grim Reaper, like, death literally does not, hold on. It does not, miss people. If that makes sense. Hold on. Sorry, I had to do something. But to be honest with you, like, the Grim Reaper, like, death, nobody is invincible. Nobody's immortal. You don't live forever. So that is not even logical. Like, even if someone's well protected, that does not mean that they're gonna live forever. So yeah. Sorry, my hand is like... Where would I stop being honest? No, because I can't. I'm trying, but sometimes people are so annoying. But anyways, yeah, I gotta get ready and go to bed. Yeah. You know. If it's dire, you know what is so funny? And I this is what I want to come back at people, because, yes, what I wanted to say is if jobs are so dire, and it's funny, people will post this job is hiring. Well, if you know the job is hiring, then why don't you apply? You know they need people to work, but yet you don't want to work. It's crazy that you're telling someone to get a job, but then you're not applying. That means you don't want a job. You see the job is hiring, then you should apply. Like, sitting here telling someone that is like crazy. Anyways, I gotta get going because I need to get some sleep. My father does not have good energy around him, and to be honest, he's invited negative energy. With my dad, there was not some good things. I remember one time when we were little, we lived at this one place, and he brought in this like Jesus painting or Jesus picture, and it had something in it that was like, yeah, there was something in the picture, and he said, you see the picture? It's moving. And my mom was like creeped out by it because it was a creepy looking picture. But not only that, he took it because it was Jesus. But my brother was like, I'm cold. Our room was always cold, and then he would say he was seeing things. And so, yeah, my mom threw it in the trash. She was like, no, I'm getting rid of this because it brought some negative energy. That's why you never pick up anything unless it's a photo. Because my mom said, we saw someone's random photo. She's like, pick it up. Take it with you. You never leave that because someone did something to it and threw it there and they're suffering. So I was like, okay. It's just, and then one time we were driving and we saw someone threw a Ouija board on the side of the road. It was a Ouija board, and I'm like, oh, heck no. And I'm like, we should have went back and got it, like as a joke, but no. There's some things you really don't want to mess with. You mess with that stuff and, yeah. We lived in a haunted house, so. Well, my grandma's house was haunted till a priest blessed it. And then we lived in a haunted house that my parents were renting to own. My grandma said she heard things when she stayed there, but yeah. It's just... No, because I need to get a place to live. I'm not schizophrenic. When you see things, you know exactly what people are talking about. There's evil people out there. Do you think people that unalive people aren't in their right mind? No. Ghost stories I seen. Okay, so one time, what was it? Oh, I was walking by the cemetery. We were walking at night because I think that was when we were coming from the hospital. I'm not sure. We were walking and it was dark. And this dark, tall figure, it looked like the silhouette of like the Undertaker, the wrestler, the Undertaker. Like this tall, dark figure. There's this house that someone lives in, and then they have like on the side of the house and then on the other side is the cemetery. And he was just walking, this dark figure, not even talking, walking up to the gate. And for some reason, I don't know what it was, I was just looking at this figure. The next thing I know, I'm in the street and I hear honk. Like this car almost hit me, and I was like, I'm sorry, like, because I didn't know what it was I was looking at. My mom was like, let's go. Like, yeah. It was by the cemetery and the car honked. I almost got hit by a car because I was just like zoned out, but I was like looking at this figure. Thank you. Somebody had to say it. Potato chimp muncher. They do, well, here's the thing, they do that all the time because people have to think like them. That's what it is. People have to think and act and be like them. What is that thing in the sky? Like, if you don't think like them, if you don't hate someone like them, even though you're not defending someone, if you don't have the same opinions or viewpoints like them, they don't like you. It's crazy. Well, I don't care. Like, that's kind of rude. I'm just saying. I'm reading the comments. Yeah, they don't have to say that. It's implied. Anytime someone says something, they're threatening to dox or harass somebody, whether they like me or not. You don't have to say it. It's implied. I don't even have explicit photos. Those are photos that they photoshopped, or there's some photos that they made with AI, which is really weird because they're using the same technology that is used to make nude photos of minors. So you're supporting AI. You're literally supporting the same technology that is used to make photos of minors. And I'm not talking about the AI technology, the same technology that Elon Musk refuses to fix. It's gross. It's literally Photoshop because I don't post photos for that reason. I don't even have photos like that on my phone. I don't have any nude photos because I know like celebrities have been hacked their iCloud and then people have shared photos of them. I know that photo has been used for years, but it's still not okay to do. It's still not okay to make fake photos of people. Why are we justifying that? That's gross. I know that photo's been used for years, but it's gross. Does it make it okay? It's not that I'm not confident enough. I don't want to post that because I don't want people out here posting it everywhere. You know that there's this one OF model that is now asking people to remove all the videos she made because she doesn't want her kids to see it. Sometimes people need to really think about things before they do it. Because now you're out here wanting to get all of those videos taken down, which is probably not going to happen, so your kids don't see it. This is why people need to think for their future. What if you have kids in the future, then what? You know, you don't want your kids to see that stuff. You got to be careful. Like for me, I already saw what happened to certain people getting their OF leaked, which is crazy because that's against guidelines. You're not supposed to take OF content outside of OF, especially if you pay for it. You could get in some serious trouble. Well, you could say I have a horrible digital footprint, but people just love to hate someone. And it's so crazy. Like, when I clear my name and some of you guys really meet a lawyer, yeah, it's not going to be good. But hey. Like, you guys just think you could say whatever you want online and have no repercussions. Like, it's so weird. Nobody said that. Like, go somewhere. Literally being fat phobic. You're getting blocked. Anyways, I have to go because I need to go get some sleep. But have a good day or night where you don't have to have a lawyer. I can get one pro bono. Oh, yeah? What, you're going to take that stuff to court? I really want to see people take that stuff to court. And when the court dismisses that because it's faked made photos, you can't take that stuff to court. You do know that. That's not real receipts. I would love for people to take the one where I'm on 2 apps at once on iPhone. I really want to see the look on your face when the judge looks at you like you're stupid. Because there's no way you could be at 2 places on once on an iPhone. But anyways, I have to go. Have a good day or night where you guys are. We'll see you guys later. I need to go get some sleep, but yeah, have a good day or night where you guys are. I will see you guys later. Bye, guys. Good night. I need to go get some sleep. Good night, guys. Stay safe.